So, do you know who this is?
No. I mean, I might have heard of him, but I don't really know.
This was the Shah of Iran and his wife, okay? Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. And his wife, actually, his wife's nephew was a student of mine many years ago. So this guy came into power through a coup. I'm just going to tell you this really fast because I think it matters. When you watch history, because there's something going on right now in Iran that I want to talk about, given yesterday's class. When you pay attention to history, it's a really good idea to have an understanding of how your own culture and your own society is implicated in things that are happening around the world. And so when we think about Iran and how Iran is today, well, how Iran is today is very much connected to actions of the United States. So we participated in a coup d'etat, and that brought the Shah, gave him full power over the country, and we overthrew a democratically elected president, Mossadegh, who we overthrew him because Mossadegh wanted to nationalize all of the oil in Iran. And the British and the Americans didn't like that because their oil is actually our oil, which is why we invaded Iraq also. And so we overthrew them. And then the Ayatollah Khomeini came into power, and Iran became a very strict Islamic state. Okay? So now we're dealing with, if you know anything about foreign policy, we deal with Iran today because of this, right? Okay? But it's really largely the United States. So this young woman here was picked up by the sin guards, right? I call them, right? The watchful, the Iranians who are just watching out for people who are committing sins on the street, and mostly women. And Mahsa Amini, so she was picked up several days ago. They took her in because the way she was wearing her hijab, and they beat her, and she died in custody. And it's one of these explosive moments where the country of Iran, people in Iran, are like blowing the F up, right? And are on the streets. I think this is in Tehran. And people are they're really going after the police. Go through them. Here they are confronting the guards. I mean, this is an explosive movement. And next one. And so here, I thought this is kind of cool. Did you know that letting your hair blow in the wind is a crime in Iran? So here are these women who are taking off their hijabs. And you've got to wear a hijab as a woman in Iran. I mean, you don't have to, but on the streets, I mean, you run the risk of getting taken into custody, getting in trouble. So here's another couple more. These are some, by the way, these are some badass women right now that are going out into the streets, y'all, right? This is really serious. And next one, women cutting their hair, burning. The woman on the left is burning hijabs. Lots and lots of women are just taking them off and burning them in the streets. And I go ahead. Next one. Here's the woman on the left is part of this, the sin police, I call them. And so is the guy on the right, just really kind of stopping people on the street and keeping them in line. And they stopped this woman. And so the statement that's common is, women wear a veil or eat my hand, right? Meaning it's slapped. So look at the woman on the left. She wants the woman on the right to dress like her, okay? So you understand, this is what we talked about yesterday, right? You see all these differences in perspectives. And so just like differences in perspectives among Christians, Buddhists, Hindus, Jews, you have differences in Muslims. So next one. But these are also women in Iran. And so go back one. So that woman on the left doesn't want the woman on the right to be like these women. Go forward. Those are Muslim women in Iran, right? And that's what happens if the sin police aren't really going to be in control. Then this thing's going to open up. Here, look at this next one. That's not what you think about when you think about Iranian women. And next one, here's three young Iranians doing their thing. That drink is probably a non-alcoholic drink, although plenty of people drink alcohol, smoke hookah, and smoke hashish in Iran, man. What do you think about this movement in Iran? What do you guys think about it right now? Just this uproar to say, you will not tell us the government. We can decide, right? It's between me and Allah to decide if I'm going to wear hijab, if I'm going to be hijabi. But you all don't tell us that. And what do you think about this?
I mean, in the Quran it says that like it's between, like you said, like it's between the woman and God himself. I mean, it's not anybody else's place to, they say not to judge another Muslim or judge anyone at like worry about yourself before you worry about others. And like me personally, I don't agree with like the Iranian government saying, oh my God, like you have to force them. Nothing by force is going to, work. And that's also like haram in the Quran to force somebody to do anything.
So if we go back one, so these women here, dress like that, like that's okay, because they haven't gotten there yet. Like they haven't had their conversation with Allah to say like, hey man, Allah, guide me on this. Like they haven't gotten there, so that's cool for you guys. Like it's cool.
I mean, I don't care. Like a girl can wear whatever she wants. Like I don't, especially hijab. Like I come from a family. Like my parents are like very religious, but like not to like where they wear hijabs or anything like that.
Okay.
But like I said before, like it's between the woman and God himself.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, bro. How about you, man?
I believe at least they're wearing modest clothes. So
They're wearing what?
modest clothes.
Yeah, modest clothes. Yeah, it's modest. I mean, it shows you that, like, wait, what's modest mean? Like, what's that mean for you?
Not shorts or crop top or whatever.
Yeah, you got a lot of that one woman's leg. I mean, it's kind of going up her lower leg a little bit, but that's okay.
To her and God,
Yeah,
not
right.
me.
Yeah, okay, cool. So for you, like that's fine. Like it doesn't really matter. But for here, it's fine.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. Next, and then the next slide. Same thing, like these folks, because you're never going to tell these people what to do. The Iranian government is never going to win this battle. Like you will never win, right? Look at do the three people. Look at those three people. You are not going to tell them what to do. So the Iranian government, just like the U.S. government, just like any government, you can make demands on people, but that's not going to happen. And that's why people are out in the street protesting. And that's why Iran, not looking backwards, Iran will not be a theocratic state forever, because you won't. Theocracy is like, it's not going to win. What's winning, what's going to win, what's going to pull through is a more secular, modern way of seeing the world. Just like in the Emirates. The Emirates in where it is Saudi Arabia, it doesn't matter. It's all going to modernize very slowly, because that's the nature of it. Like it has to. Because that's where the world is going. Like it's not going this way, it's just going this way. And I'm saying that as a sociologist. It doesn't really matter. Like just like religions adapt. Like like in Saudi, bro, what do you think about this?
What part?
About like it will not be theocratic in the future. Like this is the future right here. Right there, man.
I mean, it's what's happening, so I agree with you.
It's the future.
Dubai
in
is,
the Emirates, too.
Dubai is like that.
In Abu Dhabi, everywhere.
Yeah. But there are some families that are still conservative.
No, there
Yeah,
are.
there are.
No, they are. They're just every decade it's fewer and fewer. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, man, you are not gonna. Those women right there, you're not. That's it, man. That's what it is. And so what's interesting for you all is when you're thinking about a lot of cultures like this, you got to understand you have to look deeper to see what's actually going on, because this is the same, dude. I mean, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, it's the same. All these people, they're everywhere, right? It's all the same.